Hey, thanks for dropping in. Today, we're taking on a dish that I've loved for a very long time. It's one that I've taken a couple of cracks at through the years, but until recently, I've never been completely satisfied with the results. I think I have it now, though, and if you stick around, we'll go through it together. Alright, no surprise since you saw it in the title, but today we're making poached chicken with ginger scallion sauce. The key to cracking this recipe, for me anyway, was the sauce, which, full disclosure, I got from Made with Lao. If you have any interest in Cantonese cooking, you should definitely check out their channel and subscribe. Even before you subscribe here. They're a total treat to watch, and Lao Senior makes absolutely brilliant and authentic food, so thanks to them. Okay, so you can see here I've got some ginger, peeled and roughly chopped, and about an equal amount of scallion, or green onion, whatever you want to call it, also roughly chopped. Notice that for the scallion, we're only using the white parts. We haven't tossed the greens though, we'll use those in a bit. For now, we'll throw our ginger and scallion into our Food Pro and blitz them up, one at a time, starting with ginger. That's good, I'll clean this out. And now the scallion. We want to blitz them pretty fine. We don't want big chunks of ginger or onion getting stuck in our teeth. Once they're ready, we can take them to the stove for a bit of cooking. And when I say a bit, I mean absolutely minimal. We've got some hot oil in our pan, and we're going to dump in the ginger. We'll let it cook for 15 seconds. Yeah, you heard right, 15 seconds. Then we add the scallions, and we cook another 20 seconds. That's just enough time for me to say that when I made this previously, this sauce was way more complicated and not nearly as tasty. So thanks again to Made with Lao. Alright, that should do it. Give me a minute to transfer this to a heat-proof bowl. Okay, so to finish the sauce, all we need to do is add a somewhat liberal amount of salt. I'll go with a couple of healthy pinches to start. Then we add a splash of toasted sesame oil. We'll stir that in, then give it a taste. This needs more salt. The sauce should be on the borderline of being almost too salty. That's good. Let's work on the chicken. So what we have here, my local supermarket calls chicken breast portions. They're basically chicken breasts that have been split lengthwise. I like using these because it removes, or at least reduces, the natural unevenness of chicken breast. You can see here that none of these pieces are overly bulgy. That makes cooking them much easier. Of course, if you can't get chicken breast portions where you are, you can always split the breasts yourself. In our pan, we've got water simmering away, to which we'll add the scallion greens we reserved earlier, as well as some soy sauce, a splash of Shaoxing wine, and a bit of dark soy sauce, which will give our chicken some nice caramel color. We'll lay our breast portions in, making sure they're completely submerged, and we'll simmer them for 5 minutes. Now, I know that a lot of recipes nowadays calls for starting the chicken in cold water, and that's fine, except it's a longer process. And to me, any benefit from that extra investment in time seems pretty minimal when our sauce is doing most of the heavy lifting. Plus, honestly, I just want to get eating. Okay, that should do it. We'll kill the heat and leave the breasts in the pan to finish cooking. Our chicken should be done. Just to be safe, we'll check the temp and make sure it's around 165F. Overshot it by 2 degrees. We're all good. We can pull the chicken out, slice it up, and finish our plate. So here we are with our poached chicken. Served atop a nice bed of baby spinach, which ideally will wilt a bit under the heat of the chicken. Of course, we can't forget our ginger scallion sauce, which we'll spoon generously on top. And we're done. That looks like we spilled KFC coleslaw on a chicken salad. That's terrible. Well, let's try this again. Here we go with attempt 2, still not perfect. The proportion of chicken to spinach is off. That's fine, because as much as I love this dish, I'm not about to make it for a third time this week. Plus, my wife would probably have something to say about it if I did. Fingers crossed, we're going to add our sauce again, being more delicate about it this time. And that should be good. There's plenty more sauce there if anyone wants more. Now, because I've presented this dish twice, I think we'll skip the flyby for this week. Instead, I'll just go straight into thanking you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, presentation issues aside. If any of you make this dish, please take a photo for me. I'd love to see how you made it pretty, because obviously I could use the help. As always, remember to hit like and subscribe before you go. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.